Hello and welcome back to the Revenge of the Fifth because this is because this is uploaded on the not the fourth, but the other one is, and you probably already seen that one because that's how time works. Hunter, what happened last episode? We had a tragedy last episode. What happened?
Rest in peace to the number one goat of all time. For the first time in a long time, they introduced Spybot and then they killed the OG off.
I cannot believe it, man. I haven't felt this bad since Tech died.
I really hope
And
they backed up his personality somewhere.
I hope Maul has like some type of backup of his memory somewhere, because we can't just let a real one die just like that, man.
Yeah, they cannot let this
He's been there
happen.
since day. He was there since frame one of the show, man. Frame one, and they just get rid of him. I cannot believe this.
But we also have guest appearance Darth Vader, and we're gonna hear AI Darth Vader. Yeah,
We're gonna hear AI James Earl Jones. I forgot his name.
I knew it was James. I just
I
didn't know what the
honestly,
rest of the name was because I was gonna say
wouldn't
James
it
Jonah
be
Jameson.
James Jonah James? We got special guest. Special guest J.K. Simmons, voice of Darth Vader.
Why did you make
I was
me
gonna
do
say
this,
it.
Luke? You're
Why did
fighting.
you make me do? Honestly, yeah, that still comes from Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker.
Anyway, we need to focus and get this done.
But before that airplane Hunter's house crashes into it, first I should say, rest in peace, Spirit Airlines. You've disserviced me for the last 33 or 36 years. You will be missed. But secondly, if you guys have been here to see this entire series, thank you. And what are you doing here? There, yeah, I'm not gonna continue that line of thought. Hunter, guess what, buddy? Since this is a special day, you get to do the countdown.
Finally. Alright. We are ready to go in 3, 2, 1, go.
I accidentally pressed go, press start before you said go.
I can't trust on you for anything.
Guys, it's a stream delay, okay? It was a misinput. You calm the freak down. It was a misinput. It was a misinput. You calm the freak down. I can't wait to watch Darth Vader murder my favorite characters. But not before I see the previously on. So Daki also dies in this episode then, huh?
If anyone survives, I'm gonna be very mad. Anyone that's not Maul.
Well, you know they're gonna survive, because Maul needs a Padawan for the next season. Also, what's stopping Maul from just killing everybody and being in charge? I guess he needs figureheads, but still, he's powerful enough to just do it on his own.
And he was
No,
so
don't
sad
show
too
me
when he died.
again!
He was so sad.
Dude, he was... that was the most sincere Spybot has ever been in his entire life. Also, I love that she has the Obi-Wan stance. I think it's Form 3. Very rare for people that aren't, like, good with a lightsaber. Hi, Anakin. Also, he has the cloth over the shoulder or over the
Yeah,
pad,
he's
the
got like
shoulder
the proper
pad,
like
like he
episode
should.
forfeit.
I love when they pay attention to details like that with Darth Vader.
I prefer the pauldrons over in the cape, but I don't mind this either.
Yeah, I do too. But I'm just glad when they have the attention to detail like that.
His leg
Bro is
keeps getting
exerting
messed
like,
up.
yeah, Maul, this is not your fight, pal.
That's cool. He's moving at like an in between of how he did in Rogue One and how he's moving in like Episode 5.
Yeah. Yeah, why aren't y'all just moving in the first place? Maul, you can't die here, bro. You have like 7 more Star Wars appearances. Die.
Oh, speaking of, did you see that the possible chance that they might be removing the sequels from the main timeline?
I didn't see that, but I would not be against that. Honestly, restart after episode 7 with like an actual proper story arc and like a character motivations, and ending that actually makes sense, and not bringing back Palpatine unnecessarily for the 3rd time.
Oh yeah, Maul doesn't know who Vader is, does he?
No, but he does know who Anakin is. Doesn't know that this is Anakin.
Yeah, he
He
probably
knew
senses
Palpatine
Anakin.
has something to do with. He doesn't know that Vader is Anakin. This is the
Like, there's
most we've
probably
ever
something
seen
in the
Vader
Force that can
schmooze.
probably tell you, like, oh, this feels familiar.
Well,
'Cause-
also Maul's never encountered Anakin before either.
no, he did, didn't he? No, no way, he didn't.
Nope. Just like during all the Clone Wars, he's never encountered Grievous either. Anakin has never encountered Grievous. I think I should specify. Wow. There he moved an entire 4 feet. It took 2 like goodly powered or goodly powerful Force users to push it back 4 feet.
Not even a full 6 feet. Like, they slightly nudged him. Oh my
He
god.
got pushed on the playground by a bunch of kids. I love seeing Vader just walk people down.
I think him.
Man, if
I think
only
the breathing apparatus does a lot to like show how powerful he is, because like it's literally telling you how heavy he's breathing, and he's like not
Darth
doing
Maul,
anything.
Darth Maul. Sorry, anytime I hear that, I think of this. What was it that I saw? I think it might have been a Honest Trailers video. The Dark Lord. Vader, this isn't your show. You got an entire 2 trilogies, brother.
Yeah, you have 6 movies to your name.
Master, why don't I get my own show? Anakin, the whole thing is your TV show.
This, you have 2 movies and basically half a 7-season show of yours, your own. If I was Ari, I'd be like,
Oh,
nah,
I love it. Oh my god. Oh my god, I love the way hyperspace looks. Oh my god. I'm sorry, Hunter. I'm sorry. What were you saying?
if I was Var, I'd be like, please do not come. There's some guy here. He is scary.
You are in danger. Do not show up. Why is that guy so quiet? Dude, I could do a better a better Dryden Voss impression.
He might be younger here, maybe.
He doesn't even sound younger. He sounds like a different person. Also, in the movie, his claw actually looked more like a claw protruding out of his act. Like a. Is there blaster fire happening in the background, or am I schizophrenic?
I didn't hear anything. I think you might be going crazy.
Yeah, that. What else is in
Ooh,
there?
I love the way that smoke looks.
I was gonna say, like, God, look at this. Like, I would never stop gushing about how.
Yeah, this is probably the best looking Star Wars show I've seen.
I agree with you. It took me 6 episodes, but I agree with you. I think every type show needs to look like this, or at the very least have its own stylistic aesthetic.
Yeah, I feel like if you want to do more spin-off shows like this, like have them like be like branching aesthetics based off the Clone Wars style.
Yeah, like Gone Away are like the flat looking like CG backgrounds of old Clone Wars, or like season 7 Clone Wars. Let's do something new with it. Maul, when are you gonna fix your leg, buddy?
Oh, that's funny. I just noticed that his center horn on the back of his head isn't like even. It's like pointed to the side a little
Yeah, it's
bit.
crooked. Yeah, she knows that name.
Maul, why are you telling her this now?
He's really trying to win her over. I do agree with this. I think as a surviving Jedi, you absolutely like your standards that kept you
Yeah,
like
because
in
clearly
power
your
when you
standards
were
are what
in
got you
power.
extinct to begin with. So
But no, I was gonna say, like during the time of the Empire, I feel like you should like be able to adapt to what's going on in the world because it definitely would keep you alive much longer. Like you're not the prominent, you're not the apex predator anymore. You are now prey, so you need to adapt like prey. And so Devin's ideology is aggression or whatever the opposite of aggression is.
oh my god.
Darth Vader jump scare. I love that Vader just like he's so strong because of his cybernetics. He just like can one hand everything. He like doesn't even like have grace either. He just swings his lightsaber around. My God, these chuds are still here. Looks like I'm
Oh
about
my
to
god,
play a
why do you
level at Temple
screech?
Run, bro. Because he's a raven or a stork or
Bro hit the
whatever.
E.
Don't get distracted. See, I want to say this is a 3v3, but this is really like a 12v like 2 right now.
Yeah, with how like outmatched they are.
Maul and Docky are like one person, and Vader
Ooh,
is
that
like
was really cool
6.
how that. Yeah, the action is really good in this.
Dude, everything in this show is really good, man.
My only
The
complaint about this
choreography, the
show is just
writing, the
I do
animation.
wish that I had more knowledge on who like Maul's cast was before this, because I'd probably be way more attached.
Well, I mean, to be fair, the only one that like actually goes is ass, which like she barely is a thing because she was like in a brief part of an episode in the siege or during the siege of Mandalore. I don't even think she got a line. And considering that I don't remember seeing her at any point in Rebels, I'm pretty sure she died just now. It's an E-Web or a sort of E-Web. Oh my gosh, bro! Like I know you said you used to be a smuggler or whatever, but that must be the ship Vader came. He only flies Imperial shuttle.
Yeah, he only ever flies in
He
the
flies.
Imperial shuttles.
He only flies Frontier.
He only flies first class.
Why
Wow,
don't you
Vader
fight the
is
split
huge
saber
compared to
again?
Maul, and Maul's not even really that short.
I mean, Vader is like 6'10" or something. Sidious made sure to give him extra long knees and legs.
Vader, I heard the Lakers need a new player.
Yo, I heard LeBron is about to retire. The glorious king Legoat is about to retire. Le Sunshine.
Darth Maul. Why did she do that? Why did he? He just.
He
I know
said,
why he did
"Get
it
out the
now,
way."
but like he just doing that without context.
Communication is so much faster than just pushing her out the way. I mean, probably pushing her out the way probably is.
I mean, it is faster, just
Somebody has to
without
carry him,
context. It's
bro.
pretty funny.
Somebody should carry him. Why he looks so mangled?
Why is the other side of Vario's head so wrinkly?
Cause fish. I like how he strokes his fins like they're uh beards. Like it's a beard. I don't know why I said like they're. It's a beard. Why doesn't anybody ever just like try crushing his sound box or his throat? Yo, we boxing? Bro literally just had to like lock in. He's a
Oh my
really good
god.
Jedi Master. His priority is like very heavy on his battle arm. I have a feeling though that's gonna be the thing that ends up getting him killed. Yeah, that does look like an E-web. Riley, you're lucky he's still letting you hold that gun, pal. I love his little like 1-inch blaster.
He really has like a little water gun for a blaster.
He's got that water pistol on lock.
You're not small, you're super tall.
Also, he never got his armor back, Hunter.
He didn't. I'm very upset about that. Oh my god, he's
He doesn't need
moving.
it though. His story arc is he doesn't need to look big and tall to be. Are you gonna shoot out the sky? This feels like I'm watching Nope. Oh, hey, we got the Wilhelm scream.
How does this feel like Nope?
Because, well, the scene specifically of Hunter, you haven't seen Nope.
I've seen Nope.
Okay,
Oh my god,
just
instantly
watching
shot
the
down.
ship, watching the ship like float around through like the fog and stuff feels a lot like Nope. Like the way it's
That's
shot.
true.
Maul, you're not even that old, bro. You're probably like Anakin's age, or no, you're probably like, oh, you're not even that old. Lock in. Man, seeing like the gray white Republic stuff is so soulless. Oh my god, he almost got one tap. Anakin has not said a single.
Yeah, he is like very locked in right now.
They weren't ready to use the Vader. He is schmixing you, Maul. You were like so out of your depth. Look, I'm a Rebel truther, all, but God, does the helmet look so much better in the Clone Wars than the style.
Well, that's because Rebel has a very ugly art style.
But it will remain in canon in my head canon. That is canonically what Vader's helmet got that. But since it got destroyed, he just went back to the other one.
Like, I understand what they were trying to do in Rebels. It's just the art style they were trying to replicate only works well in 2D. It did not look good in 3D.
Yeah, it only works in like concept art.
Like, if there was a comic based off that art style, I bet it would fuck hard. But as a 3D show, it did not work. Even as a 2D show, I bet it would look awesome.
Oh yeah, like a Tartakovsky style, like
Yeah.
McQuarrie art show. Yeah, Docky, you ain't living. You got a hit on Vader.
Yeah, Daki's about to get, like, beheaded, I think. Yeah, he's moving way too fast.
Just wait till he start breathing, or breathing real fast.
Yep, he's dead.
You're just now feeling his peril. Okay, I was about to say. I'm honestly surprised he made it this far.
I'm very surprised he made it this far.
That was such a good scream. That was like a, I have bills to.
I got bills to pay, and this MFer just died. He didn't even teach me how to file my taxes before he
Dang,
died.
bro, she just flew like an entire hallway.
Well, she is also a child, so she's gonna be pretty light.
This lightsaber piece is so small. Wow, she really loves that kickflip kip up.
I feel like she's done that like several times throughout the show.
Oh yeah, now they putting the business on you, you fraud. What do you have left when all you have is aura? He really wants to be in charge of Crimson Dawn.
That ship looks like
That'd
a
be funny if
very.
he came in on his yacht for Solo.
he came in. He came in with like his like Lamborghini. Like, hey, what's up?
Wow, the one time he didn't do anything for himself. Is he gonna carry it like a boss? Nah, man, I can't do two goats at once. Come on. At least he's going out.
Oh, yep, there he goes.
Well, so much for showing up in live action.
Oh,
Well,
he's
to be
gonna
fair, if we don't see
survive
the body
that.
drop, yeah, if we don't see the body drop, then
Yeah, if you don't see a body drop in Star Wars, they're fine. And I mean hit the ground. Like they could fall off like a skyscraper and survive. Very
case in point,
evident based off
Maul.
Maul.
To be fair, we don't know how far down.
I mean, we didn't hear anything hit when he was still in the building, so he must have fallen pretty far.
Oh my god, bro.
My God.
Vader, this is bullying, man.
You're-
I mean, like bar for bar, Maul definitely has this, but like in terms of raw strength and power, Vader. But to be fair, they still had to nerf Maul for this to even be like a relatively fair fight.
oh wow, he's like literally blocking everything.
Girl, you will not get vengeance on him, brother. Also, did you hear like the roar when she said,
Yeah.
"I will kill you"? Yeah, that's the tough I'd be talking about. Like I know that was definitely like an effect on her voice, but still. Man, Black Sun has like some really cool shit.
Oh, I like the fact that his like helmet got dirtied up.
Yeah, it looks like rustier and stuff. Well, bye bye Gen X.
Her tears shouldn't be falling that way. That's not how tears fall.
I mean, they do, but they wouldn't roll all the way down her cheek. I feel like when they hit like the bottom, they would start falling down.
Yeah, they would change direction at some point. So does that mean these two are gonna like end up like kissing because they're their dead dads?
They finally have something to relate to.
Man, hyperspace really does look pretty good in the style.
It looks so good in this style. He is pissed. Bro is pissed. I remember that half of his saber being that.
She angry at him or?
I mean, she's just like angry in general. You can even like kind of see her eyes are becoming bloodshot. There's a lot of close-ups of eyes in those last two shots. These endings stay on the black screen for
Yeah, I
so
don't know
long.
why they stay on the black screen so long. Alright, let's see. No post-credit scene, okay. They don't really do
All right,
post-credit
Hunter.
scenes for the Star Wars stuff.
Series review. What are we thinking? Series review. Let's hear it.
Was good. I like the art style, I like the action. Characters, I mean, they're alright. I don't really get that attached to Star Wars characters that much anyways. They just don't hit the same like most of the characters do for some reason.
No, I mean, if you're a Star Wars background character, like you're dead by the end of the show.
The only time I got attached to people was in Clone Wars, but I feel like that's like a pretty cold take. But it was good. I just feel like the fact that it was basing a lot of its characters off of what's it called? Off of a book, like supplementary material book, really damaged how attached I could already get. And so that plus my lack of attachment to most Star Wars characters in general usually just made it like very soulless for me to watch. But now that I actually am focused on like characters that did appear like in the show, so like Devin, Maul, stuff like that, like now I'm like actually attached. So I'll be probably a lot more invested in season 2. I just think that it needed to focus on characters that were actually introduced in the show rather than characters in supplementary material that I think people wouldn't normally read, because the average Star Wars fan or the average just like Disney Plus enjoyer isn't probably going to be reading that much supplementary material.
Yeah, I agree. And I was gonna say on top of like, I feel like now that I've like seen the show and know what they do with characters that they've like introduced to with supplementary material, they killed off a lot of them. So like even if we did learn about them, it would be nice for the show, but finding out that it really doesn't matter by the end, dying. Like Rick Cass, she kind of I made a joke about it. Ceremony died. Like, she got pulled off camera in the last episode, and then like that was all we heard from her. Spybot, one of like the most unironically, like we say this as a joke, but it's so serious. One of the most goated characters of the show just gets like dispatched, and like Maul reacts to it, but like he barely reacts to it. It's like
They didn't even go get him. Oh.
Yeah, we don't know what's going to happen with that. Daki really was the only character that died, and like maybe I'm doing air quotes here, maybe lost depending on what happens to him.
Lawson did not
like the
die.
only two,
he walked off
the
into
only
the
two
fog.
characters that he went into the fog, but like they want us to think he's dead, so I'm gonna be dead. But those are the only two characters that I like really for, like besides Spybot. But like I don't know, man. Once you introduce Vader into like yeah, well I know where this is going. Unless this character has showed up in something like future in the timeline, then I kind of know what's gonna happen. But they did make the death worth it. I will say, like I felt something despite the fact of knowing that X character isn't gonna make it because Darth Vader, like
yeah,
and
that's
like
true.
Marok, we know he's alive or gonna come back, whether that be as like a Night Sister spirit or whatever. We didn't really see what happened to the pro, did we?
I don't
like they
think
kind of
so.
just like she kind of just like no wait hold on yeah no like after
Yeah, Rook just got like off screen, I think.
yeah but yeah I still like the show. Like I was in it from like the beginning all the way. Like you said before, I was in love with the art style from the start. The characters are very interesting. The writing is good and the choreography is good. But of course, it's Sam Witwer. We all know how Sam Witwer feels about Star Wars. Putting him and Dave Filoni, you know, despite how you feel about Mandalorian 3, despite how you feel about all the other stuff Dave Filoni has done, you put him and Sam Witwer together, they're gonna make a top tier piece of Star Wars. So yeah, that's our thoughts on season 1 of I'm gonna set the Mandalorian Shadow of Maul Shadow Lord. We'll be back next year. sometime next year for season 2, and yeah, we'll